everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're talking about the Good Doctor Series 1 episodes 10 and 11 as we're drawing near to a close of the first season of the Good Doctor reviews. So let's get into it. So episode 10, we see Dr. Sean Murphy, who is the resident junior doctor with autism in this program. We see him under pressure, starting to go through his anxiety and sensory overload by the pressure by the hospital president, who's trying to force him into getting home help. Forcing someone with autism to get home help or home carers is not ideal, especially when they don't deal well with strangers, or especially if they have heightened levels of anxiety, because the last thing that you want to do is force someone with autism into an uncomfortable situation which makes their communication worse. So again, you should never ever force someone with autism into getting home help or professional carers, because it's just going to make him even more withdrawn with regards to his communication. Then we lead on to the next bit of the episode, which says that the doctors treat Dr. Murphy like he's not capable because of his autism. They've made a biased statement, they've made a biased opinion and a biased call by saying, oh, because he's autistic, he's not capable of interacting properly, he's not capable of making decisions properly. And that's rubbish, because people with autism can make amazing surgeons, can make amazing medical professionals. And I feel that these doctors, just because they don't understand him or aren't trained, that we see things in a different way. Dr. Sean Murphy is very hyper-focused on what he sees and how he can fix situations and how he can communicate to his patients. So again, it's about the lack of understanding towards autism and his way of doing things. And once he is focused on the subject, he wants to get that subject done and completed, so that he knows that he's done his job to the best of his ability and that he's done something good for the team. So yeah, I feel that the doctors don't give him the same respect as they give the neurotypical doctors who are around Dr. Murphy. I feel that they're given more of a priority and more of a high choosing rank than Dr. Murphy is, because they see him as just this autistic doctor who can't communicate properly. And I feel this is just a lack of respect, a lack of knowledge, a lack of initiative. And people need to understand that we do not have autism as a weakness. In fact, this is a strength, this is a gift, it's something that we live with. So seeing Sean in distress is not great for me, and people need to respect that we can make our own decisions. Also, when you see Dr. Sean in a meltdown, anxiety, sensory overload, the last thing you want to be doing is going over to him, asking him if he's okay, or making him feel under more pressure, or put him under more stress, because it's just not going to work. So again, it's about training and initiative and putting your thoughts about or judgments about autism behind you in that medical setting. It's about getting the patient supported. It's about getting Dr. Murphy in that appropriate zone, and he's very good at seeing things before the other doctors are. So again, they need to stop treating him like he's a baby, because he's not. So let's go on to series 1, episode 11. We see on this episode that there is unprofessional conduct at hand by Dr. Glassman. He should not have forced entry into a lady's apartment to speak with Sean, knowing that Sean was there, and he didn't know entirely that Sean could have been there. And the fact that he feels that Sean can't make his own decisions, and Sean has asked time and time again not to be protected, not to have special treatment. And he says that people assume that we need to be protected because of our communication difficulties. This is far from the truth. But I have autism. Do you see me asking for protection? No. Again, it's that medical bias and medical stereotype of, oh, well, you're different, you know, you don't communicate properly, you may say inappropriate things. Yes, we may do, but in this medical aspect, has Dr. Sean said anything wrong? No. Dr. Glassman has taken it upon himself to think that Sean is stupid or not capable of achieving things. And again, this comes down to the lack of training, initiative, awareness that Dr. Glassman should have had, because he's his only one best friend in this program. So for Dr. Glassman to assume that Sean is either not capable, or the assumption that we're not able to do things, is a load of rubbish. This is a really damaging stereotype towards the autistic community, because again, it shows the lack of awareness and lack of acceptance still towards people with autism in the medical environment. So let me know what you think, if you agree with me, down in the comments down below, and I will be back next time, guys. Bye!